So today we're going to be doing an activity where I show you pictures that have several dots on them, and the point of the activity is to try to figure out how many dots are on the papers. So you're not going to need any papers or markers for this activity. You just need to use your thinking caps and your silent thumbs. So before we get started, I want to discuss how we're going to participate. So for the activity, there are a few rules and expectations that we have for you. So the first one is it's really important that everyone's ready to explain their thinking. So basically, I want you to say your answer, but then after you say your answer, I want you to be able to express and explain how you got to the answer. So as an example, can anybody tell me how they would describe a soccer ball using your silent thumb?
It's round, it's black, and it's white.
Okay, and does anybody have anything else they would describe a soccer ball? Yeah.
It has octagons on it.
Okay, good.
Different colors.
Sure, different colors. Okay, anybody else? Or is that pretty much sum it up? Okay. So the second expectation is I really need you all to listen to each other. Why do you think it's important to listen to each other?
So that we don't repeat what the other person is saying.
Anybody else? No? Okay, it's also important to listen to each other so that you can listen to people's ideas and build on their ideas. And maybe if you don't understand it, one of your peers will understand it. So finally, there's one more expectation. We really need you to be ready to explain and build on your classmates' ideas. So in other words, I might ask you to re-explain something that someone next to you just said, just like we did with the soccer ball. So does anybody remember any of the expectations? Yeah?
You have to listen to each other.
Okay, good. Anybody else?
You have to build on what somebody else said.
And does anyone remember the third one?
Oh, I remember the first one. You have to, oh no, I forgot it. I'm sorry.
Okay, so.
Oh, wait, no, you have to be able to explain your thinking.
Yeah, very good.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, so does everybody remember what you do when you think you know the answer? Can you show me? Good. So in our activity, I'm going to be showing you cards, and they all look exactly like this one. So can you take a few seconds and look at this card, and then put your silent thumb up if you could tell me anything about it. Yeah.
There are 10 boxes.
Okay.
No dots.
There are no dots. Okay, good. Anyone else?
It's two rows of 5.
Okay, perfect. And so how many are on the top then?
5.
And on the bottom?
5.
So are they even?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay. Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that I don't know what to say about it? Did we pretty much sum it all up? Yeah.
The boxes are rectangles.
That's what you were gonna say?
It's black.
Okay.
There's something written under, but I can't read it.
Okay, don't look at that. It's not supposed to be there. Okay, so in the activity, I'm going to be showing you 2 cards at a time that look exactly like that one. And when I show you the cards, I'm going to hold them up for 3 seconds. I want you to look at the cards and try to figure out how many dots there are, and then I'm going to put it away. And then I want you to think in your head about how many dots there are and how you got to that answer. And then I'm going to put it back up in case you need to revise your answer or change it. And then we're going to discuss it as a class. Okay, so just to do an example, we're going to do this one really quick. So I'm going to put it up for 3 seconds. And I want you to put your silent thumb up when you figured out how many dots there are. Okay. And I just want you to think about it and think about how you got there. So I'm going to put it up one more time. Okay. Okay, so Julia.
I looked at the paper and I counted the number of dots.
Okay, how did you count them?
I looked at each square and I checked if there was a dot or not.
Okay, and you figured out that there were how many dots?
1 on each paper.
Okay, and how much is that total?
2.
Okay. And is there okay, that's good. Did anybody see anything else? No? Did anybody see it different than Julia? Did anyone get to it in a different way?
I didn't look at any of the boxes, I just looked at the dots.
Okay, that's good. Okay. So now I'm going to show you 2 different cards. And you're going to do the same thing, but it's going to get a little bit harder. Yeah, it's the next challenging one. So again, I'm going to show you two different images. I'm going to hold them up for 3 seconds and then put them down. And then I'll put them back up and you can tell me how many dots you saw. So don't forget to be ready with your silent thumbs once you get to your answer. Are you ready? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Did everybody get a chance to come to an answer? Okay, I'm going to show you one more time. Okay. And then we're going to put them down. So put your silent thumb up if you have an answer. Yeah. 5. Okay. Did anybody get a different answer? No? Everybody got to 5? Can you explain how you got to 5?
I looked at the dots. There was 3 on one page, 2 on the other, so I did 2 plus 3
2 plus 3. Okay, wait, what's the 2?
equals 5.
Okay. That's awkward.
It's really not that bad.
Okay. Okay, so how did you get to the answer, Tony?
Plus.
How did you get to the answer?
I looked at the papers,
Okay.
and I just looked at the dots, the big black dots.
And which one did you see first?
The 3,
Okay, so you saw 3, and how did you get to 3?
and I just counted.
Okay, so you counted like this: 1, 2,
Yeah.
3.
Mhm.
Okay, so you saw 1, 2, 3, and you grouped them together.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what else did you see?
And then on the other paper, I saw 2.
Okay, you saw it like this?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Can you leave? I can't. Can you leave for a second? Okay, I love you. Goodbye.
I'm
He's
sorry.
crying, guys. He's crying. Okay, we can like edit that out. Your paper.
This is like my level of math.
I know. Trust me. I thought I didn't see 5. I was like, uh-oh.
So are we still going? Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
They're
bloopers along?
Yeah.
Well, normally there were bloopers, but I guess today there. Okay, so we just have to keep going. So you saw 3, and then you saw 2
2.
on this page?
Yeah.
And how did you get there?
I just said like 1,
1,
2
2. Okay. And then you realized that 3 and 2 made...
equals 5.
Okay, so you got to 5 using that?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Does anybody else have a different way that they got there? No. Did anybody see 2 and then 3? Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, and did you... Okay, so you saw a group of 2 and then you saw a group of 3?
Yes.
Okay, did anybody count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that? Just saw 5 black dots? Yeah?
Yeah.
So you went from this side to that side then?
Well, I started with the one with the 3, and then
Okay.
I went to the other way.
Okay, so you saw like groups of 1, so you saw...
Yeah, exactly.
So you just saw 5?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, and anybody else have a different way of seeing it? No? That sums it up? Okay, so there's going to be one last one, and then we're going to move on to Mia. I need 3. Okay, so this is the last one that I have. So again, I'm going to be holding up these 2 images, and I'm going to hold them up for 3 seconds. You have to look at the cards and figure out how many you saw, and I want you to really think about how you got there. So are you ready?
I'm ready. Yeah.
And put up your silent thumb if you found an answer. Okay. Did anyone not find an answer yet? Yeah, you?
Not
Well,
found an
that's-
answer.
Okay, so I'm going to hold it up one more time. Again, you can revise your answer, you can change it, you can find one if you don't have one yet.
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay, can anybody tell me how many dots they found? Yes?
9.
You saw 9? Okay, how did you see 9?
I saw 6 and then I saw 3.
You saw 6 and then you saw 3?
Yeah.
So do you remember how you saw the 6?
I think there were 4 on the bottom, 2 on top. Or, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so you saw it like that, and then
And then I saw 3.
you saw 3, like in a line, in a circle. That doesn't make sense in a
In
triangle.
a circle, in a line.
Okay. So you saw it like that.
I saw it like that.
And how did you count it?
I did 4, 2, and 3.
So you did a group of 4, a group of 2 like that, and then the group of 3?
Yes.
Okay. Did anybody else see it differently?
I jumping up through.
Okay. Yeah.
I grouped the 4 and the 2.
Like this?
No, like I grouped the 4 alone and then the 2 alone, and then I counted the 3 separately because I didn't feel like that.
Okay, so you
I did that
did,
too.
you did a group of 4 like this,
Yeah,
and then you saw a group of 2.
2. And then I counted the 3 as ones.
Okay, so you did those like that. So you had a group of 4, a group of 2, and then 3 groups of 1.
Yeah,
Okay, and what was your answer? What did you get to?
9.
Okay. You got to 9, and I forgot to ask what your answer was.
9.
9. Okay.
It was 3.
Did anybody else see it in a different way?
Well, I saw the 3 as a group of 3,
Okay.
and then on the other page with 6, I saw the 4 empty spaces and went backwards from 10.
Okay, so you saw that there was 4 missing here.
Yeah.
So then you
It
figured
was
out that
6.
there was 6.
Yeah.
Okay. So you went. This is real rough. So you saw that this was blank, this was blank, this was blank, and this was blank, and then you realized that there must have been 6.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what was your final answer?
9.
So you got to 9 also? Okay. That was good. That's it for me. Thank you.